Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. The United States of America's government, the Trump administration, Donald Trump himself fights for Andrew Tate. Can you believe that? I can, and I'm glad. So what happened? The United States of America, the Trump administration, is pressing Romania to lift travel restrictions on Andrew Tate, according to Financial Times. Great news. And the Romanians will do. I guarantee you that. Why? I know how the Romanians work. And I know Romania is under US occupation primarily. Military occupation, economic occupation, political occupation, and cultural occupation. All these four. So let's read this beautiful article coming from Russia Today. It's from 17th of February 2025. US pressuring Romania to lift travel restrictions on Andrew Tate. Financial Times. And they will, guarantee you that. The Trump administration is reportedly asking for the return of the influencer's passport as his legal saga continues. The administration of US President Donald Trump has intensified efforts to persuade the Romanian authorities to lift travel restrictions. You don't persuade them, you order them. That's how you work with Romanians. You order them. The mollusks will say yes, guarantee you that. On Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan Tate, prominent social media influencers facing serious criminal charges in Bucharest, Financial Times reported on Monday. The brothers, who are dual US and UK citizens, were arrested in Romania in 2022 on allegations, that is, someone said something, including human trafficking, sexual misconduct, and forming an organized crime group. They have consistently denied wrongdoing. The US officials initially raised the issue during a phone call with the Romanian government last week. Several sources told Financial Times. Subsequently, President Trump's special envoy, Richard Greenall, reportedly met with Romanian Foreign Minister Emil, Huruzeanu at the Munich Security Conference held from February 14 to 16 to advocate for the return of the brothers' passports, allowing them to travel while awaiting the conclusion of legal proceedings. Huruzeanu reportedly declined to comment, because he got fucked in the ass, on the specifics of the meeting, but emphasized the independence of Romanian judiciaries, stating that courts operate based on the law and due process. Oh my God. Now, Grenell, while acknowledging his support for Tate's, told Financial Times that had no substantive conversation with Huruzeanu during their encounter in Munich. Why? Because he said, do it. That's it. It was not a conversation, it was an order. The USAID programs were weaponized against people and politicians who weren't woke. The Biden team spent US taxpayers' money to support left-wing programs and candidates around the world. Conservatives around the world were targeted. Romania is the latest example. Got it? We're not going to go there. Let's go back. All right. So, my friends, what do you think? What do you think will happen? And it says here, the U.S. officials has previously expressed concern over the allocation of funds by the U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID, in Romania. In a post on X earlier this month, he suggested that this organization had been weaponized against people and politicians who weren't woke. All right. In an ideal world, the one that we're supposed to live in, justice is blind, that means, regardless, the law applies, not justice is blind, but the law, let's put it this way, is blind, that it applies across the board equally, not selectively. Now, if the Tate brothers are found with evidence beyond any reasonable doubt, that is 99%, they're found guilty, they should be convicted as much as Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, Barack Obama, and Biden were convicted. And let's do it retroactively, Truman. I have a problem with Truman, the former Harry Truman, the former US president who dropped 2 atomic bombs on 2 civilian cities. That is war crime. So when these guys that I mentioned, and I want Sir Tony Blair to be also convicted, when these guys will be convicted and thrown in prison for their crimes, then these guys should be also punished. And since those crimes occurred before the alleged crimes committed by the Tate brothers, let's start with them first. And by the time they get them in jail, in prison, or who knows what else, treason is punishable by something, right? Then we get to the Tate brothers. This is how the justice system and the trust is eroded in the countries who, they brag about the rule of law. When you see that the law is applied selectively to some, and not selectively towards others. I don't know if these guys did anything, but I want those guys first. And then we get to these guys. Let's start chronologically. Don't you agree with that? Well, I listened to Andrew Tate a few times, and yeah, very, very good. All for it. Now, it's one thing what he says, and another thing what he does, correct? Well, that's none of my business, unless the justice system gets activated. I think justice system in Romania got activated because he exposed the matrix. That's what it is. He said too many things that ran against the imbeciles who want to destroy our civilization. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.